it can be all fake. We have websites that look like Amazon, completely fake. They want your credit card. They pull up data from top reseller companies giving you 99 cents product that normally costs $20, $40, $60 for you to register there with your credit card.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Digital Shift. I'm very excited to have Dr. Kravets here today with us. It's going to be a real pleasure for everyone listening. Dr. Feliks Kravets is the founder of cybersecurityeasy.com, which is a platform dedicated to making cybersecurity education accessible and practical for everyone, from small business owners to everyday internet users. Feliks, you have built your reputation on taking what can feel like a complex and really intimidating subject, and you've been breaking it down into steps that anyone can understand. And that's something I'm really excited to dive into today as we go over all of these subjects in the cybersecurity and technology industry. For those of you that are new to the show, how we schedule these calls is we are bringing in C-suite and founders from all over the industry of cybersecurity, and we're going to walk through their backgrounds and what led them to launch their companies or be the C-suite of their companies. From there, we're going to go into the bigger industry trends of cybersecurity, especially when it comes to education and awareness. After that, we're going to dig into what's working well for Cybersecurity Easy, as well as the friction points that they're looking into as they try to increase their metrics for the year. And then finally, we're going to wrap up moving forward into seeing what the next 6 to 12 months looks like in the technology landscape. These podcasts can range anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, just depending on how much and how deep we get to go in. And the best part of all is that these are all leaders in the industry. We're pulling in experts from successful companies to go over the digital landscape of the successes and challenges that exist. So, Feliks, I really appreciate you joining the show today, and I hope that introduction did you well. Can you let us know where you're calling in from today and just start off by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. And I appreciate the invitation. Great to meet you and listeners and viewers. I'm from the Chicago region, about an hour away from the city. In Hawthorne Woods, Illinois. And Cybersecurity Easy is about 2.5 years old company with a mission to break into understandable pieces, specifically phishing and social engineering components of cybersecurity.
All right, awesome. So, can you share a little bit about your role as the founder of Cybersecurity Easy and what inspired you to create the platform?
Thank you. Great question there. For 25 years, I spent in higher education and post-secondary education. I met so many smartest people in multiple industries, going through science research, getting all the way to the top of multiple structures in the teaching students in the PhD programs and master's degree programs who by accident losing $100,000 by clicking on links. With the highest intelligence and highest knowledge, those people, I truly believe, get themselves to the point where the expertise is cannot be challenged, while the simple click takes $100,000 from them, which I truly believe is shame, and I felt really bad for seeing this picture. I saw professors teaching, I saw students, and we, in many cases, basically each one of us is a target for this type of scams. I was looking to what education can offer today, and I truly believe that this is one of the pieces, as you mentioned in your great introduction, is needed in our society for everyone, from children who are targeted from age of 6, 8, while they start using technology, to seniors who continue using technology with a very high level of trust, and everyone in between, including government agencies, education institutions, and corporations. Just not too many numbers I will use, but almost $17 billion stolen last year, specifically based on IC3 FBI report from through phishing and through scams. It's a big number. It's it's a budget of more than annual budget of countries, existing countries in the world. I'm sure that we all understand those risks and pay attention. And an idea of this company was to make people more aware and to bring our little input into resolution of this big problem.
Okay. And you are right. I mean, the statistic of companies recovering from a cybersecurity or attack, especially those in the small to medium sized businesses, is so low that it's very scary. So, was there a particular moment or events that really made you realize that this kind of education gap was there and that you needed to fill it?
Yeah, great question. And I just wanted to clarify that even though the company's name called Cybersecurity is easy, we're not trying to be the whole cybersecurity um, market provider. We provide very tiny piece of this huge cybersecurity um, area, which is specifically phishing scams and social engineering. So from all type of different cybersecurity aspects, we're talking about networking, we're talking about applications, we're talking about AI. This company specifically covers just very tiny portion of it, which is related to users and how users should behave and what do they need to know before they click and before they answer questions, before they respond to email or to a phone call. So even though the company is called Cybersecurity Easy, I don't want to take the credit for the whole industry and for $1 billion service providers. And we just talk about providing users with better understanding of what can they do to decrease the risk. And even though that it's called Cybersecurity Easy, an idea was to have a social engineering easy, but people were getting confused. We were doing some research and people thought we were social networking or social media. Yeah, it's a term not very useful, unfortunately, throughout the, outside of this industry. But cybersecurity seems to be simple. But again, we're talking about the just user training, and very important, and why I looked into this with so much attention based on the published data, between at least 90 between 90 and 99%, that depends on different sources, of all cyber attacks include social engineering component. So human mistake is almost everywhere. 9 out of 10 cyber attacks is because somebody clicked or inserted flash drive or answered question or shared or downloaded. So you can make the best program in the world, but people will mess it up.
That's true. Human hacking has been a very big thing, or physical hacking, if you want to call it that as well. So, when you're the founder of a company, what does your day to day look like when it comes to balancing that education, the outreach, and your just overall business growth?
Yes, thank you. It's a great question. And most of the time, I don't want to say I'm in the very beginning of the journey, but first a few years, trying to look more into long-term goals and trying to get into relationships with provider, with government agencies, with grant providers. So I would say about 20% of my time involves the industry research, reading, and working with long-term ideas of this company to get to the stage where we can do more to support our society. Of course, I'm one of the faculty members or training providers, so I go physically to schools and provide professional development for teachers on how to teach those subjects to children. They provide personally training at the senior living facilities in the area where I live, talking to both administration on how they can better protect their system and what employees should and shouldn't do, and as well, of course, working with seniors in big groups on a monthly or biweekly basis, talking about different scams. This portion of our population is one of the main targets as well. I believe in 2024, $4.8 billion taken based on this IC3 report from ABI, specifically from seniors. So we're working with them. We provide a YouTube channel specifically for them to get themselves more educated with very short video clips targeted specifically on one type of attack. So teaching, I would say, or providing training is another, I would say, 40% of my time. And the rest is marketing and getting the word out. Thing that we do today with your support, and I appreciate it.
Gotcha. I love that detailed breakdown, especially that you know the percentages. So let's focus on the industry now. Cybersecurity is constantly evolving. So what are the major shifts that you're seeing right now in terms of threat and overall awareness?
Great question. I love this question. Thank you for asking. Everybody talks about AI nowadays. So AI is here to help us with the daily routine and projections from Warren Buffett and from top people in the investment industry, in technology industry, that we'll have more AI agents very shortly. The population of AI agents, or number of AI agents we will be using in the United States, will be higher than population of the United States very, very shortly. Expectations are that we'll have companies fully operated by AI, even with no people being involved. So you'll be able to run a startup, fully operated by AI, and basically stay with your family, with your children, or do in the perfect world whatever you wish to do for the company to fully be operational without hiring people, without having any staff members there. We talk about in top corporations today investing billions of dollars in the U.S. government does the same. Other governments are doing the same. We're looking into a situation where this personal assistants, AI agents, will be following us, helping us, and knowing everything about us. If you think about it, on a corporate side, we're talking about dozens of AI agents communicating to each other, doing marketing, phone calls, which they already do, communicating. One of my reposts on a LinkedIn, very interesting place to learn, and to educate yourself, was I believe one of the Asian countries. They had a university with a background in education, paying attention to the educational market. The university was managed by AI. So people working there, hundreds of people working at the university, at the high education institutions, where CEO or president of the university is basically AI generated system that provides meetings and distributing objectives and making sure that people do their complete the work functions. So we're not talking about ChatGPT that helping to write a newsletter or a flyer. We're talking about decision makers, and they already better than we are. They can communicate with each other much faster. They can pull up data from thousands of sources, which normally takes hundreds of people to do it in AI, or the web provider that our kids are using know more about our children than we are. Knowing what they do, what they browse, what they look at, what they click on, what they search, provides them with a better understanding, what they like. We're talking about behavioral marketing or predictive marketing, with all those billions of dollars that corporations investing into predicting what we're going to pay for, what we will be doing. AI will go over this in a second, knowing everything with those AI agents, predicting what we are doing, helping us with a voice, next to us, or with a visual, being visually presented every step that we'll be taking. In the same time, with all this convenience, we're talking about privacy, and this AI will know, everything about what we do. Will help. Will have access to all type of different sources that we're using. The question is, if it will be hacked, how can we prevent this from happening? If we have a chip on us, or we have any type of wearable devices that contain the entire information about us to help us, which is perfect and will be much, much helpful. How we can prevent this device from being hacked? In today's world, if our checking account hacked, if you work with the bank that strong enough to provide a full support and FDA approved, whatever the case is, So improving is a really great objective for all type of companies, including our small team. We're looking into what trying to see what works best for us in terms of lead generation, customer satisfaction, and of course looking into AI, trying to determine how AI can be used to deliver. Trying to see what group of clients would be the first to jump on AI and to start using it in order to educate yourself. He seems to be the most the young population most adaptive, but there is so many different things there. Definitely looking. We're looking for like a talking heads type of ways for seniors, for example, to educate themselves when they see the person or somebody who look like a real person talking to them from the screen seems to be the most convenient way to deliver messages to answer questions for that group. For kids, seems like the game environment working the most, and they getting the most out of that. And for everyone else, seems like a professional development type of format, explaining and educating, not just testing and making them to remember not to click, works the best. But it's with all of this being said, that an idea is for our company to look into cooperation with government sources, look into being part of other providers that possibly do cybersecurity services already, and adding this component to their training, or software providers that provide corporations and businesses with all type of technology to come and to be the partner when they train the end users on their product. So looking to multiple ways to cover specifically phishing and social engineering component, and that is my objective at the moment.
Okay, so now let's look into the future. The next 6 to 12 months, where are you trying to get cybersecurity easy to?
Yeah, it's a great question, and we're trying to target multiple multiple objectives and multiple ideas. Definitely, one of them is looking to one of the grant providers, actually SBIR, has just some offerings or some resources for companies to do research. And if you're the small or mid-sized businesses, I totally recommend to look into that direction. They do assist with initial funding of research. So if you the company, if you're the founder, if you're the team that trying to look into additional research in your industry, AI operated, AI related, or any type of other researches, they're a very good source. So the government funding would be one of the ideas that we entertain at the moment. We're looking into partnerships with larger firms to be their provider and to be their partner to deliver specifically social engineering and phishing components to trainings they already provide to either the clients or to the public in general. So that is second direction. The third direction is education. I spent 25 years in education, so my heart kind of goes there. So children, we have small kids in the household, so it's working with education system to add this training component to services they provide to the public, from children to seniors, and to professional development to companies.
Okay, so when you expand on that a little bit further, like if you had a magic wand that would fix the one thing in your business that you believe is holding you back, what is that one thing?
I would say partnerships. There is no way to push, train alone or with a few people in a team. Definitely having partners, strong partners that believe into what you do. And I always taught my students, if somebody come and say, hey, I will give you money for a business, before you jump on it, you should always, so you have to look for smart money. It's what we're always teaching students at many business classes. So I have to look for partners, not, and there is so many respected investors that trying to make money, which is great, and which is, would be on the end, I would do the same, but in many people, but you have to have not just the money, but also kind of support. So I would recommend, the companies, and talking about myself, I have the same thoughts about what I would look for. I would look for investors or partners, which kind of the same, in terms of, what you're getting from that. But those who deliver not just the financial part, which is highly important for everyone, including small business, of course, and in many cases, but also support and connections. So if you look at Shark Tanks, right, that's how they how they operate. They'll say, "I will give you $10 million. No, I will give you 20." So it's a. But again, if you look at the majority of people who who eventually win, this is people who pick up not just money, but also connections, also believe into their product. So if all the doors will be open, I would look for partnerships, either investment-related partnerships or service provider partnerships or agencies that are providing similar services nationwide, who are not only saying, "Oh, now I will give you money and will be your salary, so go home and tell your wife now you have big salary and it's guaranteed for next year," which is great, and my wife would be happy to hear it. But I would look for somebody who trust and see a trust into importance of this type of services, because so many people have their hands in this pot right now. We're talking about all type of government agencies with three letters in it. Everybody looking into this and everybody trying to help, but there is no one system that would specialize in that. And I was working with meeting one of the senators last week, and we spoke about the fact that there is no government agency specifically working on on these phishing scams, and that type of what type of attacks and education. There is it's kind of covering so many different aspects. For they are talking about elderly people, talking about financial system, banking, children, and with all these new things with AI, it will be even more kind of complex. So I'm looking for somebody who would see it the same way and who would have I would say more resources to cooperate and to get to get it done faster and easier and broader.
I love the detail. Thanks so much, Feliks. So, as we get towards the end of the show, what final words do you have for our listeners in regards to cybersecurity and staying safe?
Thank you, sir. That's a great question. I love it. So so I would look into thinking, remembering the diet quote that I brought. So think about a zero trust approach. So personally, you should not trust anything that you see, that you read, that you hear. And unfortunately, this is new normal. Okay. We're not talking about political things that we hear in the news. No, we're talking about anything that you read on the web. It can be all fake. We have websites that look like Amazon, completely fake. They want your credit card. They pull up data from top reseller companies, giving you 99 cents product that normally costs $20, $40, $60 for you to register there with your credit card. We talk about spoofing fake phone numbers that people used to call you, with voice cloning, pretending to be your children with their voice, pretending to be you when they call to your child. We're talking about so many different ways for people to attack, and we don't know what they will come up with tomorrow. If somebody would know, we would resolve this problem. So nobody knows. And the only way to protect yourself is to work with yourself. Nobody can help you. Either me, I can come, or government can come, or school can come, or training provider can come. None of them can really help. The only way to get help is to look at yourself in a mirror or think about yourself and say, how do I trust someone? And your trust level should be at the lowest possible level. You should always think the worst case scenario possibly. And people who work, let's say, in the police, they professionally structure the mind in that way. And if you talk to any police officers or any security level professionals, they will tell you, hey, you put a sticker on the bumper, my kid's going to this elementary school. So, and then you put pictures, two, parents and three kids and dog. And now you're basically telling everybody, hey, this is my kids going to the school. Maybe I'm driving there. my 3 kids in the car and husband and wife and a dog, so nobody's at home then. And then you come to the home and the car standing in the parking lot and a garage opener in the car, right? On the top, right? When you break the window, it's so and again, I mean, we're talking about, and not necessarily of alarm maybe and whatever, but, if you think about it, we are responsible for sharing information. We put it on a Facebook. Our kids saying, "Oh, we're going to Miami, Florida next week for my birthday." So people, even if you don't even have to ask them, they will tell you all of this already before you ask. But if somebody asks, of course, everybody will tell them. And if you're a child and you see, or your kids talking to other kids online, is they playing Roblox and they going on YouTube to watch videos and, $1 billion industry following with hackers following this, all type of different ways where they trying to attack. And we're open, wouldn't even think about it. 10 years old children today know more in the technology and web than parents do in many cases. Parents working so hard, like a small business, like you described. We have no time to talk to our children about it. We have no time to talk to our grandparents or parents about it. So they all target and we don't even know about it. So my I would recommend to, if you have children in the household, buy them a Roblox card for $20 or, you know, Dunkin' Donut card or whatever, and tell them, listen, I am so uneducated in phishing scams. Can you learn and present it to me? Can we do like a weekly training and you will teach me, I know I click on a button on my phone and I feel I'm should not do it because I don't know what I'm doing. Can you please help me? And children will, and they'll investigate it. They will want your $20 gift card or whatever you want to give them, and they will teach you, and it will stick with their head instead of telling them, listen, don't click. It's so stupid. You will get a virus. Look, the children are attacked. If somebody trying to get parents accounts, they will pretend to be children. They will ask other children, "Oh, you're 8 years old. Oh, me too. Do you like dogs? Oh, me too. What is your dog's name? Do you have a dog?" And then, what is the grandma's last name? Oh, my grandma's last name is crazy. It's like Koh. Oh my God, And so, what is yours? So it's basically pulling up your security question for banking. If you so children, we have to look into every daily routine that we're going through and try to stop believing or trusting for ourselves and teach our employees, teach our staff members through professional development and, through ongoing discussions, not once a year, to make sure it's on the list of things to do. And if, we have other training between yoga and bingo. So no, we have to daily talk about it to everyone, every family member, every employee, to make sure we pay attention. So zero trust, I would say, is highly important. Thinking before clicking, answering, and remember, as police officers saying, everything you say can be used against you. Okay, social media, so you should keep it in mind and think before you say, before you click, and talk about it to people around you.
That was fantastic, Felix. I actually really like that reverse engineering of having them teach you, because not only do they learn, but to the point it reinforces what they learned too, because they're able to teach you. It's good to go. So I love that.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it. Darren, it was great to meet you and great to share, my thoughts. And please visit our website, cybersecurity.com. There is on the top, there is a free game for children to learn how to recognize phishing scams, and there is a link to YouTube video clips, completely free. Follow our channel and stay safe and zero trust. Thank you.
All right. Well, definitely with that. And thank you for joining us and sharing that journey, especially the perspective on where education is headed and the mission behind Cybersecurity Easy. So, to our listeners, thank you for tuning into the Digital Shift. If you'd like to learn more about it with Dr. Kravets himself, head on over to his website, like I said, at cybersecurityeasy.com. It's a great resource for breaking down cybersecurity into simple, practical steps. And there's even games on there for kids. So how can you go wrong? All those links, if you are not sure how to spell it, will be down in the description. So make sure to check there as well. And then also, if you are new to the show, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes where we will continue to work with leaders in the industry, just like Dr. Feliks himself, where they're shaping the digital future of technology and cybersecurity. So until next time, stay safe and stay curious. Feliks, thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey there. It's Darren from The Digital Shift. I wanted to take a moment to thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the links in the description to learn even more information of everything we went over today. But if you enjoyed this podcast, then you are absolutely going to love this one. And if you're looking to look deeper into the technology that we go over in these videos, then go ahead and check out this one here. Regardless of which one you pick, you're going to walk away with something new. As always, I'll talk to you in the next one, and keep being awesome.